Okay, so you started at the limit, right? So the first thing, limit is h goes to 0 of f of a plus h minus f of a all over what? H. So that's going to be the limit as h goes to 0 of...
h plus x.
So yeah, it's going to be x plus h cubed minus 1, right?
Yeah.
Minus what?
Minus x cubed.
A cubed
A cubed.
minus 1 like this,
Yeah.
all over h, right?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Now it's not a, what is it going to be? It's the x.
X, yeah.
Because it's at x. We're doing the derivative at x. Okay. So unfortunately, so what's going to cancel here? You know that negative 1 and that positive 1's going to go away?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, what are you going to have to do out on top?
You have to factor x plus x.
Multiply it out, right? You have to do that whole thing out. So you have x plus h minus this cubed all over this, right?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So when you do that out, do the square first. You get x squared plus 2xh plus h squared times x plus h minus x cubed all over h, right?
So yeah, just add h squared times plus h x.
So let's finish it this way. Are you okay with what I did right there?
Yeah.
So now let's multiply everything by x, and what do you get? X cubed plus 2x squared h plus h squared x, right? Now to multiply everything by h. So h times x squared is hx squared, right? And then you get what? 2x h squared? Like that? Correct? Plus h cubed, right?
Yeah.
So what do you end up with here? So minus x cubed. What cancels? The x cubes cancel, right? So then some things combine, right?
Yes.
So how many do you get here? 3x squared h, right? And what do you get here?
You get
Plus 3x h squared plus h cubed, right? Right?
yeah.
But it's all over h, right? That's the key. Does something cancel now here? H cancels there. So what do you end up with here, Arvin?
3x squared
Plus
3x
h plus,
h squared.
and if h goes to 0, this goes to 0, that goes to 0, so this goes to 3x squared.
So yeah, what I did is I
Yeah?
did x number.
F prime 1 is the slope you want.
Okay, so is that when we do the table?
Yep. Well, what type of graph is this? This is velocity graph, correct? So during what time interval is Jill walking in a northerly direction? Northerly direction means that the velocity is what? So that's when v of t is greater than 0. So when is it greater than 0? The velocity is greater than 0 in two places. For A, I'm doing that in yellow. So what is the answer to that? From what to what? 5 to 6? 5 to 7, thank you. 5 to 7 and what? 12 to what? Like 12 and a half, yeah. 12.5 to what? To 14. Are we okay with that first one? During what time interval is she walking southerly? Southerly will be where the velocity is negative. So that's the green there. So what's that going to be? 0 to 5 union.
7.2 to 12.
Yeah, like 7 to 12.5. Anything around that would be acceptable. 7.2, 7.3, 7, 12.5, 12. It's fine. When is Jill's velocity greatest? That's literally where is that graph greatest? Where is that graph greatest?
T equals 14.
T equals what?
14.
14. When is it least? Like 10 point something? I don't know. T equals, let's say, 10.5. So that would be D right there. And where's it 14? That one right there would be C right there. Are we okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. When is Jill's speed greatest? Speed is the absolute value of velocity. So when is that going to be? When is it furthest from the x-axis?
10.5.
Exactly. That's also T equals 10.5. So that's also E as well. Got it. When is Jill's speed least? What is the smallest speed? What is the smallest speed, Natalie? Speed is 0 at how many places? 3 places. So that's T equals what? 5, 7-ish, and maybe 12.5, something like that. 7.2, that's fine. During what time interval is Jill's acceleration positive? Acceleration is the what derivative? The second derivative of position, or the first derivative of velocity. So during what time interval is Jill's acceleration positive? So I'll do this as blue. That's going to be when v prime of t is what? Greater than 0. Where is the velocity greater than 0? Where is the derivative of velocity greater than 0? When that is increasing. So that's going to be from Here to there, and where? From there to there, the blue. Does everybody see that? That's where the velocity is increasing. So what time interval is that?
2.8 to 6.2.
Yeah, I like that. 2.8 to what?
6.2.
Yeah, that's good. And where else?
10.5 to 14.
10.5 to 14. Exactly. And then where's the acceleration negative? Well, it's going to be negative everywhere else, right? So where it's going down, right? So what is that going to be, Noah? 0 to...
2.8.
Yeah, if you said 2.8 before, you got to say it again. Union what?
6.2 to 10.5.
Exactly. Are we okay so far? Raise your hand if you're okay so far. Raise your hand if you are okay so far. Good? During what time intervals is Jill's speed increasing? What does speed increasing mean? That means that v of t and v prime of t have the what? Same sign. So that's when, let's say, two cases, positive, positive, and negative, negative. And then, when is it decreasing? That's when v of t is, and v prime of t are what? Different sign. So that's, let's say, negative, positive, and positive, negative. So you're looking for same sign and negatives. Okay, so let's look at which colors are positive there. Yellow and blue. So where are yellow and blue overlapping? Where's the first place they're overlapping? Right there. So like 4 to what? So positive, positive is going to be
4 to 7.
4 to 7. 4 to, no, it's not 4 to 7. No, yellow to blue. Blue stops at 6 point something, right? So it's going to be what? No, it's 4 to what? 5 to what?
6.2.
Yeah, it's just about that. And then where's it negative? So also where's positive and positive?
12 to 14.
12, yeah, well, like 12.5 to 14, right there. So union what? 12.5 to what? 14.
Isn't it also positive don't they also have the same sign, 7.2 to 10?
7.2, hold on. That's what I'm saying. So we just did positive and positive. So where's it negative and negative? 0 to what? 0 to 2.5 and what else? 0 to 2.5 and...
7.2 to 10.5?
Yes, 7 point... What is it? 7.5 to what?
10.5.
Yes, exactly.
Also, I think we did 2.8 before.
2.8?
Yeah, instead of 2.5.
That's fine, yeah. That's fine. Whatever you answer, try to be consistent, so that's great. Thank you for catching that. So that's positive and positive and negative and negative. And then you do the same thing, but for the opposite signs. Does that make sense, everybody? Take it carefully.